So I know you all are usually used to seeing Kara leading these meetings, but she is on a very well-deserved vacation right now. I'm very happy that she is finally taking some time off for herself and her family. So you have me today. For those who don't know, I am Petrichor Nealand Campbell. My pronouns are they, them. I am the president and the DEI committee chair of MSBC, and I'm really happy to be here with you all today. Looks like we have a little bit smaller group today, which is kind of nice. We might actually be able to get through everyone's introductions today, which is kind of cool. So I apologize if you can hear my kids in the background. They're playing some card games right now. My parents are up visiting, so I'm gonna share the agenda for today. Can y'all see my screen? So today we're just doing a little bit of getting grounded. I'll give a quick update from us, and then we'll go into our networking, connecting the dots time, where you all can introduce yourselves, tell us what's going on in your organization, any events you have going on, anything like that. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors. Without our sponsors and our annual patron partners, we would not be able to do the work that we do as MSBC. So we are very appreciative for their partnership with us. So our committee updates. The advocacy, we have a few committees. The advocacy committee right now is kind of on a little bit of a break because there isn't a whole lot going on. The Maine Doula Coalition is currently looking at getting doula reimbursement. So we are definitely part of the Maine Doula Coalition and helping them do that work. The events fundraising committee has had a really busy few months. We had a very successful Patchwork of Parenthood event back in June. The storytellers, from what I hear, were amazing. I was supposed to be there myself as a storyteller, but unfortunately I was ill, so I was not able to go down and tell my story. They are currently looking at, it was recorded, so they are currently looking at ways that we could get that recording out so that people who were not there are able to view that. They are also getting ready for World Breastfeeding Week and National Breastfeeding Month next month. We're going to have some things going on there. They are also working on a, I guess them in coordination with the workplace committee are working on a video to really get the word out about our workplace toolkits. We, as you may know, we have the employee toolkit out right now. We are working on an employer toolkit as well as that video to promote both of those and the workplace recognition program that we are developing. So those are some exciting things that we have going on. We're really working to get those out as fast as we can. Workplace committee, what I just said, they're working on those workplace toolkits and the workplace recognition program. I know the video is going along really well. Kara has given me a lot of good updates on that. I'm really excited to show that to everyone and to get that out to the public so everyone can see. Specifically to all those workplaces who might be curious how the laws affect them and how they can do better for their human milk feeding families. The DEI committee, we have been continuing on our learning journey together, reading a book called Heal Your Way Forward. We're looking at actually creating a coalition-wide book club, which that will be the first book that we will be reading. It will be like a lunch and learn type of thing, likely on Thursdays from 12 to 1 or 1 to 2. I'm hoping to get that started either next month or the month after, so be watching your emails for an announcement about that. I would love to have lots of people come so we can do that work together. The other exciting thing that we have really been working on these past couple of months is a resource for professionals to help LGBTQIA2S+ families. And we're hoping to get that resource out next month during National Breastfeeding Month. It has a lot of good information about conversations you can have with those families, different lactation needs that they have. So we're really excited about that. We've been working really hard on that, and it should be going out next month. The communications committee, I don't know if you're on our social media, but if you are, you may have noticed that we're getting a lot more posts up. Not only our own posts, but we're also sharing posts from other organizations. Our board member, Lucy Nelson, is the chair of that committee, and she has done an amazing job getting our social media really up and running and sharing some good information. The Professional Development Committee is currently looking at possibly getting CEUs for educational webinars. They're also looking at maybe doing a conference next year. I know a lot of people ask us for a statewide conference. That's something that people have been asking for a really long time. So they're really trying to get that going for everyone in the state. And all of our committees are always looking for volunteers. So if you would like to volunteer your time, that would be absolutely amazing. I know in particular, the Professional Development Committee is looking for more members, as well as a co-chair for that committee. And the Advocacy Committee is looking for a co-chair as well as more people on that committee. But all of our committees are really welcoming to more volunteers because it takes people to do the work. And I will be putting this document in the chat once I stop screen sharing, so you'll be able to see all these links that are on there. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do the work without donations from all of our supporters. And there are 5 easy ways to donate to the MSBC. You can go donate through our PayPal charity page, donate through Venmo, through our website, with Facebook birthday fundraisers. And you can also donate, as I said, with your time. You can apply through our volunteer form, which is linked in this document that I will put in the chat. A couple of continuing education resources. At the U.S. Breastfeeding Committee National Conference in June, they released the Lactation Equity and Inclusive Language Toolkit from the Breastfeeding Public Health Partners. It's an amazing toolkit that goes into inclusive language in your practices and how you can include more people and really expand your language that you're using to really make yourself seem more welcoming to all the clients that you want to reach. And then starting in the fall, lactating students will be covered under Title IX. There is a webinar that the U.S. Breastfeeding Committee did. You can access that through that link. It's all about, it goes over all the new rights that students have under Title IX. So that's pretty amazing. Some parent resources, paid leave. They're in the rulemaking phase right now. They just had a public comment period on that. There is a link that you will be able to go to kind of follow that legislation. The Maine Doula Coalition has a survey if you're a doula that they'd love for you to take. Donor milk, we always need more donor milk donations to our milk depots in Maine. Coming up next month, we have our educational webinar, which is Food in Pregnancy and Postpartum for Central and South African Families. We would love for you to register and come learn about that. It's an amazing topic, amazing presenter. Also next month is World Breastfeeding Week and National Breastfeeding Month. So World Breastfeeding Week is the week of August 1st to the 7th, and the theme this year is Breastfeeding Support for All. And the theme for National Breastfeeding Month is Nourish, Sustain, Thrive. If you have any events that you're doing through your organization for those, we would love to hear about it. You can email info@mainebreastfeeds.org, or you can email me, president@mainebreastfeeds.org. We would love to highlight any events that you're having for those. All of our upcoming meetings and events can be found there. I already talked about workplace support. In other news, I talked about volunteering your time. We are looking for more board members. We're looking for 2 to 3 people to join our board. We just had a couple people step down. And not only just general board of director members, but we're also looking for someone to fill the vice president position. And you will be able to see the board expectations as well as the application once I share this document. But we are a working board, so we do have some time commitment that you have to do, and you can see that in the board expectations document. But it's also an amazing board to be on, and we would love to have you join us. The remaining educational webinars we have, August, like I said, is food and pregnancy and postpartum for Central and South African families. And October, we'll be having a webinar by Brooke Barron, Policymaking in Maine and How Does It Work? And then in December will be Cannabis, Pregnancy and Lactation with Brianna Bryant with Bangor Public Health. I've heard that she's done that one a lot, and I've heard it's really good. And I know a lot of people are always looking for more information about cannabis and pregnancy and lactation. And the remaining Connecting the Dots meetings that we are having will be on September 5th and November 7th. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I will put that document in the chat. If you need this document as a PDF, you can email me and I can send it to you as a PDF, because I know Google Docs don't always work for everyone because of work emails and such. So there is the document, and I will put my email in the chat as well. There we go. So now we're to the networking portion of our meeting, and we actually have someone that I would like to introduce first before we kind of go through and introduce everybody else. So today we have on our call Hamda Ahmed, who is a community care navigator through the Office of Population Health Equity. And she is here to talk about the community care referral program that they have.
Thank you, and nice to meeting you all. My name is Hamda Ahmed. I'm a community care navigator. I use she, her, hers pronoun. I can share my slides if you can allow me to do that.
Yep, sure. Let me. Now, I just made you a co-host, so you should be able to share your slides now.
Okay, so real quick, I just would like to go over a community care referral system that we have been hosting since the beginning of this year, of last year, 2023. And it's hosted at the Maine CDC Office of Population Health Equity. So right now I'm the only community care navigator because my coworker Grace just resigned and for another position, and right now I'm the only one taking care of this referral system. And to give you a little introduction of the referral system, it has been established in January 2023. It's operated under the CDC at the Office of Population Health Equity, and the community care team, which is me, Grace, that is no longer with us, and Eden Silvator, who is now our associate director. And its daily operation, it engage and expand internal and external partnership. So this referral is also funded by COVID-19 Health Disparity Grant. It's an iteration of the COVID-19 Social Support Program. I don't know if you ever heard this program, but it has been housed at the Maine DHHS Commissioner Office from June 2020 to December 2022. And then this developed in response of the data demonstrating significant disparity related to COVID-19 in the PIPA community statewide. And it has been operated as a social support referral system. So right now, the community care referral system, the goal is to increase access to social services for individuals statewide who might otherwise be unable to access them, and also to enable community partners to collaborate with one another. There is a little difference between the COVID-19 social support that has been hosted at the DHHS between 2020 to 2022 and the one that we are hosting now. It used to provide COVID positive individuals timely COVID related support. And it used to be like within 24 hours, and ECBOs funded to participate. ECBOs were funded to not ECBOs, CBOs, sorry, including CAP agency were funded to participate to the referral system. And some referrals supported through connection by CHW community health workers. So right now, it's provided a broader range of social services support. It's less urgent COVID-related support. The response time is 1 to 3 days, and CBOs participate voluntarily. Some of them are still funded, but the participation is voluntary, and the referrals regularly supported through connection to CHW for culturally and linguistically appropriate support related to chronic disease prevention, access to medical services, support navigation to healthcare system that are usually handled by community health workers. So this is the main areas that the referral system cover: culturally and linguistically appropriate services, resources for mother, babies, and children, assistant navigating to the healthcare system, health and wellness education, option for food, heat, transportation resources that we connect to CAP agencies, and support for stress and anxiety. So this is an online referrals, and we use a shared email inbox that I have access, including the program manager and the associate director. We use an agency, something called agency crosswalk to find out the geographic location of the organization, the language that they support with, and also the type of like language and geographic are the main one, and the services that they can provide so that we can send the referral to the appropriate organization. The community care program also partners with approximately 30 organizations representing and serving communities in each of the main 16 counties. And also we partner with internal organization with office with Maine DHHS to support and promote health equity efforts across government. And the community care program facilitates also bi-weekly CDC community care partners meeting, which is held every other Tuesday from 3 to 4:30 p.m. These are the main organizations that participate to our referral system. And I will be able to send you these slides. This is an overview of the community care referral form. I will also send you the link. And here's the link. So let me know if you have any question. I know that was pretty fast. But if you have any question, let me know.
Did anyone have any questions about that program? I think it's an amazing program. I actually didn't even know it existed until you, until Kara connected with you. So I think that that's amazing, an amazing resource. If anyone had any questions, you're welcome to just come off and ask them. Melinda from Help Me Grow says in the chat, we love partnering with community care team. We meet with HEMDA monthly to collaborate around various needs and often share families with each other based on their needs. And there's a link in the chat now for that program. Thank you so much for coming on and presenting about that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. So I'm just going to go through alphabetically here. If you can come off of camera to introduce yourself when I call on you. You can say your name, pronouns if you want to, what organization you're from, and then if you have any events or support group meetings that you're offering, or have any questions or needs, please feel free to say those. So first, Amber Dawn's iPhone. Are you able to come off mute, Amber?
Hi, my name's Amber Dawn. I am working currently with Franklin County Maine Families. Just here to resource and listen.
Thanks for being here, Amber. Next we have Ariana from Maine General WIC. Are you able to come off mute? If not, you can type in the chat too.
Hello. Hi.
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 Amrita.
Yeah. Ariana works.
If you would like to introduce yourself, you're more than welcome to.
Sure. My name is Ariana and I'm a doula. And yeah, just like looking to connect and learn and be present.
Thank you for being here today. Let's see, Kalina Keating. Are you able to come on and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Kalina. I'm a registered nurse and IBCLC in Biddeford. I work at the Maine Med neonatal ICU, and I also run a business called the Mama Coach. I do in-home and virtual support for families prenatal through about 6 months, doing everything from lactation support, bottle refusal, and newborn sleep through just how do I take care of my baby. I also teach infant and toddler CPR monthly at Root to Rise Pelvic Floor Physical Therapy in Scarborough and other locations sometimes. And then I also do a support group, pregnancy and postpartum support group at Root to Rise in Saco, which we actually just started this week, and we had a really good turnout. So if you know anyone in the Saco, Biddeford area or greater area that's looking for a support group, we just started up and it's been really great.
That's awesome. If you could put the info for that support group in the chat, that would be amazing. We are actually getting together a support group directory right now for everyone to have access to. So if we could have that information, that would be great. Thank you. Ariana from Maine General, I see you have your camera on. Are you able to come on and say hi?
Unmute. Hi, sorry, I was with a participant. I just share that we had our community baby shower the other weekend up in Somerset County. It was very successful. We had over 160 families that came, and we made a lot of referrals, we met some of our families that we hadn't really connected with only over phone, so that was just a highlight of the weekend. For Maine General WIC, for the National Breastfeeding Month, we are going to be celebrating our moms that can each reach to, whether it be the CAT office or the office or the Skowhegan office. And I have created, and came yesterday, breastfeeding WIC stickers that celebrate. I have breastfeeding, infant breastfeeding, pumping, and toddler feeding. So if anyone would like one of these cute little stickers, shoot me a message and I'd be happy to mail some out to you guys. We're pretty excited about them to celebrate our moms and the different types of expression. So that's it.
Cool. Thank you so much. Those stickers are awesome. If you could put your email in the chat so that people could email you if they would like some, that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Let's see. Next on my list, we have Deb Weiskittle.
Oh, you're going ABC in first names. I was thinking last name. I was trying to see if Sarah Hand is on here. So I'm at Bangor Public Health, and I don't know that she's on here, but she runs the Bangor area support group at the library on Fridays. And then there's also a support group in Dover at Mayo, and that's fairly new, and they're considering like relocating that. It's at the hospital right now, and they're considering like trying to find like a community location because hoping that might help with people attending. And then we have one up in Millinocket that's also fairly new, and they're also working on getting the word out. So if anybody knows of parents in those areas, that would be great to let them know. And I just got back from vacation, so I'm still like adjusting. So you know how that goes. But I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Deb. That's great to hear that a support group has started in Dover Foxcroft. I hear a lot of parents who are like, I need help, but I don't make it to Bangor all that often. So that's great to hear. Let's see. Next, we have Emily Eastman.
Hello, I'm Emily. I am a HEAL program coordinator at Healthy Oxford Hills around healthy eating and active living. I'm fairly new to my role, so just kind of joining all these and gaining all the knowledge. I'm working with Erin Olmstead, which I'm sure she'll share next, that we're doing a postpartum support group at Stevens Hospital the second and last Thursdays of the month. We haven't had a huge participation, so just trying to brainstorm ideas on how to get more people to come. Be helpful.
It seems like getting people to participate in things seems to be the the theme we have going here. Let's see. Erica Freeman. Are you able to come on?
Yes. So I'm Erica. I work as the breastfeeding coordinator in the Bangor office. So really for events going on, we always do our World Breastfeeding event in the first week. We are doing that. It's going to be on August 6th. It's WIC's 50th celebration as well. So we're kind of incorporating it into one big celebration, but we're going to have Maine families there, public health nurses there as well. So really what we usually do for our events is we incorporate raffles, we do giveaways. We try to do some games because, you know, there's always little kiddos that come too. So that's going to be on August 6th, 1:30 to 4-ish or so. But we'll be making, I can share with you after, but we'll be making just like handouts and sort of flyers for that event. But that's what we're going to be doing. We're also planning on creating sort of like gift baskets for the pediatrician offices in the area, just so that they know about all of the support in the Bangor area, because we do have quite a bit of support in this area. So we're excited to do that just because we work so closely with the pediatrician offices. And I just would love for them to be a little bit more aware of like what WIC offers, what Maine Family offers, what public health nurses offers as well. But yeah.
That's great. I've heard a lot of like coalitions around the country who say that they have WIC offices that do that. I think that's a great way because I think so often pediatrician offices just they don't know what's out there for resources.
Exactly.
So I think that that's great that you're getting out there. Deb in the chat said, I'm wondering if anyone would like to connect to talk about getting the word out on support groups. If so, she put her email in the chat. I think that is a great way to connect. And like I said, we are getting together a rather robust list of support groups. So if you would like yours on there, make sure you email me to get those on that list. Janessa Smith says in the chat, I have to jump off to head to a home visit, but I just wanted to share that I'm a family visitor with KBCAP Maine Families in Kennebec County. We currently have 5 CLCs on staff here now and are working on postpartum bags for families and hope to include breastfeeding resources, etc. Any questions or suggestions are welcomed, and she put her email there. So connect with her if you have any ideas for that. Erin Olmstead.
Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Olmstead. I'm a registered nurse at Western Maine OB. Am working with Emily Eastman on that postpartum support group that we started in June, which we're really excited about, partnered with lots of community partners, but have been struggling with attendance. I think we're just new and need to kind of gain getting the word out there. So we're doing lots of marketing around that and just kind of brainstorming other ideas to try to beef that up. I also teach childbirth education, infant CPR, and I'm a car seat tech. So I do lots of education with our pregnant moms and newly kind of delivered moms. And we soon will have CLCs in Western Maine OB as well as Western Maine Pediatrics. So trying to just increase our resources for breastfeeding support as well. So yeah, any ideas about kind of getting people to engage? We always welcome. Trying to think about ideas that we can do giveaways, like possibly diapers was one topic that we talked about today. But always welcome to hear more. Thanks.
Thanks, Erin. I know Sarah Hand up here in Bangor, I believe they meet at the library, but she does have like flyers up in the library. So that could be one easy way to, especially like in the children's department, if they have a bulletin board there, if you could put flyers there for support groups. And we're always happy to put any support groups on our social media. If you have any graphics around that we can share on our social media for any support groups, we're happy to do that if you just get those to us.
Perfect. I also did put our class like online resource in the chat too.
Cool. Thank you. Next we have Ivory Mills. It's good to see you, Ivory.
So my name is Ivory Mills. I work at Maine Children's Trust, and we help support the prevention councils and Maine families that help cover all the counties throughout the state of Maine. And just thank you so much for being here and just always picking up great information, because we're always looking for like support groups and different things along that line. I do have one quick question for this group. We help support the family visitors who want the CLC training. And I heard there has been a big shift in the number, well, maybe not a big shift, but there has been a shift in the hours that are required for participation with the Healthy Children's Project Center for Breastfeeding. Has anyone gone through this program or have any information in regards to what that looks like in regards to those additional hours that are now being required?
Did anyone have any info about that? I personally do not, although I'm definitely happy to look that up.
Okay.
Did anybody else know about that? No.
Okay. All right.
I'll look.
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was just gonna say that I'm currently enrolled in that, and Ivory, if you want, I can send those to you. The requirement is on there. Okay.
That would be awesome, Amber. I'd love to connect with you to hear how that's going for you in regards to juggling your caseload and everything like that.
It's not easy.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amber, if you wouldn't mind emailing me as well so that we can also get that out to our networks, that would be great. My email is up in the chat, but it's there.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Kayla.
Hi guys, I'm Kayla Vatsinaris. I'm from Maine Families in York County and Southern Cumberland County. A lot of our staff, almost everybody is a CLC at this point. And recently we've been partnering with new parent care packages to get little packages of, supportive goodies out to our families right when they give birth, and a lot of that includes some breastfeeding items. So that's been really successful. I've also had great success referring to Roots to Rise support groups. So I'm glad to see and hear about that on this as well. But yeah, I think that's all.
Thank you for being here today. Maddie, are you able to come off mute?
Hey guys, I am Maddie. I think I'm the first of 3 of us in a row from Portland, I just blanked on what we even call ourselves. Maternal child health, the public health nurses for the Cradle Me program. And I don't have much to add right now, but I think maybe my coworkers do. So it's nice to meet everyone, just here to learn and yeah, see more faces.
Cool. Thanks for being here today. Marianne McDormand.
Hello, everyone. Marianne, I'm the maternal child health team lead. I work with Maddie for City of Portland's Public Health Department. We cover Cradle Me services for PHN for Portland, Westbrook, South Portland. It's a statewide free service that you can enroll in through the Cradle Me program, just as a reminder for those who are new to the table. And anyone can have a nurse visit if they're pregnant or postpartum, have a newborn, under a year old. And it could be just one visit or more, depending on their need, what they want. Low barrier. So we're just hiring, replacing one of our nurses who left. We have 4 full-time RNs, just hiring a new one right now. So that will make us 4, 1 part-time. 3 of us are CLCs. We have an IB CLC on staff as well, who is here as well on the meeting. And yeah, I mean, we've started a group that's more kind of, it's in a transitional home. So it's a weekly group with asylum seeking maternal child health population that lives in this transitional home. And so it's still a work in progress. We're collaborate with In Her Presence and Mercy Birthplace. We all kind of take turns with different educational topics. I'm a CPR instructor through HA, so I provide some first aid, CPR instruction, safe sleep, all the different things that we really have to talk to our, our population about a lot. Nice to be here with everyone, and hope you're all having a good summer.
Thanks, Marianne. Hamda?
Yes, I had a question for Marianne. How we can send out referrals or connect individuals to your program?
I will, Maddie, my coworker, if she's more technically oriented than I can, if she can put the Cradle Me in the chat, that's exactly how you can get not only our service, but Maine Families, Child Development Services, a group for women with called Moms for opioid use disorder. Yeah, that's how you can get all of those services.
Okay.
From the state of the CDC. It's the referral desk for the CDC, so kind of in your backyard. But if Maddie can put that on the chat. If not, I don't know, I can put my email on so you can connect with me outside of that. All right, thanks.
Yeah, I'll throw that in the chat now so that everyone sees it and just give a little bit of an explanation.
Thank you so much, Maddie. Thank you, Hamda. Welcome. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for getting that in the chat, Maddie. Melinda.
Hi, everybody. I'm Melinda Corey, she, her, hers pronouns. I am the outreach specialist from Help Me Grow Maine. And I was just going to share a couple of updates quickly. We have now 2 of our 5 team members who are becoming certified car seat techs this summer or through their training. 2 more are going next week, and the last one goes in August. And so not only will we be able to do those car seat safety checks, but we will be registered with the state program to provide free car seats for families as well. And so we're hoping to expand access to free car seats around the state through that work. We have been attending community baby showers all over, which is a super fun time of year. So we were at the KV Cap one in Skowhegan, at the Franklin County one in Farmington, and the Mid-Coast one in Bath, and there are several more coming up. So it's always a fun time of year getting to meet all the pregnant caregivers and new parents and help them access things that they need. Our cultural broker Jacques has been hard at work with the cultural task force that he created, and they are involved in a project that I think is potentially of interest to this group. They are creating a series of short videos that are animated, like, you know, these videos on YouTube with like, it's like a whiteboard and somebody's drawing with like a dry erase marker, like a little picture while somebody narrates. They're creating a series of videos like this, specifically targeting various New Mainer communities. And the topics are primarily about the medical system here. So what to expect when you are expecting a baby here in Maine. How to work with a pediatrician, what it means if the doctor says they have concerns about the baby, why they might have questions about feeding, these kinds of things that may be really different culturally from what folks are used to and may cause some real clashes between families and their health providers. So the goal is really just to provide information in a way that feels culturally sensitive and friendly. So these videos will be able to be shared on social media platforms that families may use and trust. They'll be put out to folks who are already trusted leaders in those communities to share as well. And just hoping to reduce some of the confusion and discord that may be out there around the systems that people are trying to navigate that feel really challenging. The last thing I just wanted to mention was we have our 2023 annual report done. It's done a little later than we wanted just because we're a newer organization, so it's the first time we had to do one. So now we have a template for future years and it will come out earlier in future years. But I would love to share that, but for some reason the chat is not letting me share a file from my computer. So I can email that to Petrichor as an attachment to go out with the notes, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, has some great information and statistics about our work statewide last year, the initiatives that we kind of have ongoing, and our evaluation team over at USM helped us create that. It's really pretty to look at and easy to read. So I'll make sure folks get a copy of that. And please let me know if you or your teams or anyone else you are connected with might like more information about what we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melinda. It sounds like you all have a lot of really awesome things going on. If anyone wants a copy of that document that Melinda was talking about, as well as a PDF copy of the notes from today, if you want to email me, president@mainebreastfeeds.org, that would be great. And I will get those to you as soon as I have the notes all written out. I'll put my email in the chat again for you all. Next we have, it just says M. Manjin, and I see your camera is on.
Okay. Hi, I'm Michelle Manjin. I work for the city of Portland as well with Maddie and Marianne. Marianne's already kind of given you the whole update. Yes, as far as the Cradle Me program goes, it's an awesome program for pregnant moms or postpartum moms. We do a lot of support and teaching with them. We do a lot of the asylum seekers and stuff like this at this point, but it's such an awesome service. And so anybody can make a referral there. So if you know any mom who's pregnant or just had a baby, feel free to fill out the form. It's a statewide program.
Thank you. Maddie did put in the chat the link for the referral, and she says it's a free service for all birthing, postpartum, and new guardians in Maine. Free low barrier service offered to everyone in Maine. Only need pregnancy, postpartum, or new caregiver status. Follow the website to the PDF to fill out and email to the link in the PDF. Any info is helpful, but no worries if there are parts you don't know or can't fill out. It acts as a referral service for 5 free services: public health nurses, WIC, Maine families, Maine moms, and early interventions. So that is a really good resource to have. And then last on my list, we have Suad from NMPHI.
Hi everyone, my name is Suad Ali. I work as a community health worker at New Mainer Public Health Initiative. Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here today. So that is the end of my list. Did anyone have any questions that came up while people were introducing themselves, or anything they need repeated? Anything else they thought of after they went? No. So it looked,
I have thought of one more thing. I have a prenatal breastfeeding workshop that's virtual on Monday night. So if anyone has any prenatal folks that are looking for some breastfeeding education, it's I think $30 or $20, but it's virtual. Anywhere from the state or even out of the state is fine. If anyone's interested, I will leave my email in the chat and you guys can shoot me an email if you are looking for more information.
great, thank you. So it looked like getting the word out about support groups was something that came up a few times. Did anyone have any ideas or anything that they've done to kind of get people to come to their support groups?
So I will share that, so my grant is that Maine Prevention Network grant. So we're supposed to be promoting, you know, for those who choose human milk, to make it like break down the barriers of that. So I talked to Sarah and I said, you know, here's the stipulation. It has to kind of fit this. And what, you know, what would be helpful? And so I think put in the chat some of the things that I bought with my money. You know, milk storage bags, because we know when parents go back to work that can be super challenging with the pumping. Some like the hydrogel pads, and then like some reusable nursing pads. And then like I always love the nursing tanks, the clip down ones. So we got some of those, and I think we also got some like bras in all sizes, like from I think I got medium, large, extra large, something like that. And Sarah was gonna not like do it all the time, but just kind of like, you know, for parents that were like there and, you know, she knew that they could use it. I would love to get more. I don't know if that's a draw for people though. I will say the other thing is that Sarah is such a cheerleader, and if you don't follow her, it's called Milk and Cookies at she through Bangor Public Health, and she like posts little memes on there, and she talks about how excited she is to see everybody on Friday, and she brings cookies, and she makes it like really so they want to be there. Like I would want to go if I were in that, you know, position. So I think that's, you know, that's part of it too. But yeah, I don't, you know, I don't know. In Dover, they tried offering like virtual, but they didn't have anybody take them up on virtual. So I don't know what the how difficult it is. I mean, I know it's hard to leave the house with a baby, so maybe, I don't know. Anyone else have things they tried?
I originally had a group at Ray's Play Space in Scarborough, and I don't know if it was just the location not being like newborn driven so much as older kids and not so much of a prenatal population, like getting information about Ray's Play Space. And I really struggled to get it going. And then so we kind of stopped, and I know that Maine Mother and Company is now doing a support group there. But I think Paul is there on Fridays already, and they have quite a bit bigger reach than I do. So I hope that they're really successful because it's such a great space for a support group. But when I switched over to doing Root to Rise, they already have a group going on Tuesdays at the Scarborough office. And I think they had posted on like their Facebook and stuff. And several of the moms in my group on Tuesday had said that they just randomly saw that it posted on Facebook. And so I maybe like posting more on Facebook or posting to mom groups if that's allowed could be really helpful too.
I have some suggestions too, sorry. It's great to know. We used to have a play group before COVID happened for about 30 years. First was on Munjoy Hill. Our nurses provided it. And then it went to Reiki, and we were quite well attended with most of the kids under 3 years old. And I think what was really popular for it was that it happened every week. So there wasn't confusion about, oh, was it the third week or the first week. So the consistency of being there the same time, the same day every week with few interruptions in that schedule. And then the other thing was a lot of the moms, we had some guest speakers, but a lot of times they just wanted to be there to get to know each other. So sometimes always having a topic became like more of a distraction. Down the line, maybe at first it's good to bring something up to like what questions you have and just a loose conversation, but was the feedback we got from folks. And a lot of social connections were made and lifelong friendships were made there too. So I think some of those things, we always had coffee, we always had diaper changing stations, weight checks if available, which some people liked, and lots of toys for the kids, and just having the person hosting being a little bit more laid back instead of taking over, so the woman could feel like they had somebody watching over the space a little bit, keeping an eye out for their kids, so they didn't have to be trying to multitask so much. So once they got to know the people hosting the group and trusted them, we didn't play with the kids per se. The kids actually started to play with them, each other. And they wanted to kind of establish that. So those are just kind of themes from running a long-standing group that we heard back from people. So just a thought. And sometimes having an occasional guest speaker that's very brief period of time, or somebody tabling at the event so they could go out and get information. So we'd love to recreate that once again, once we get our footing again. But I just thought I'd add those elements to that discussion. And word of mouth got out, and we had, put advertisements in the paper and everything too, in different ways. Probably more social media would happen right now. If anyone has questions, And that was in Portland, so.
Those are some great suggestions. It sounds like adaptability is very important with support groups. I know we're almost at time, but I did forget to have you all intro yourselves in the chat as well, so we have official written record of you. So if you could just quickly put your name and what organization you're with in the chat, that would be great. Did anyone else have any other suggestions for getting the word out about support group meetings? I know personally what I'm kind of seeing is that there are a lot of families who are still very COVID conscious. So especially now where it's summer, getting outside, having some support groups outside might be helpful for a lot of families. And then also my big thing, especially being the DEI person for MSBC, is accessibility. Are your meeting spaces accessible to all families and not just some families? So just something to keep in mind. All right, any last minute questions or comments? Yeah. Well, I thank you all for being here today. This was kind of nice having a smaller group, because we got to actually chat about some people's questions at the end. So that was kind of cool. We don't always get that time. I really appreciate again, Hamda, for you coming on and talking about the community care referral program, an amazing resource to have. And it sounds like you all are doing a lot of work for our human milk feeding families around the state. And that is amazing. And I am so appreciative of all the work all of you do. Remember to register for our educational webinar next month. It's during World Breastfeeding Week. We'd love to see you all there. Have a great rest of your day and a good weekend, and enjoy the summer weather.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.